All right, everybody. This is another game in the Richmond Flying Squirrels season replay, and we are at a new venue today. We are in Bowie, Maryland, at Prince George's Stadium, and it plays semi-small to both righties and lefties. And the opponent will be the Bowie Baysox, managed by Gary Kendall. And as the intro says, the pitcher for the Bowie Baysox will be on a rehab start, Chris Tillman. So didn't have a very good record as far as his numbers go. Struggling a workman, did have double control, and he'll be opposed by left-hander Matt Gage for the Squirrels. Go through the starting lineup real quick. Slade Heathcott will lead off and play center. Carlos Garcia is at second base. Miguel Gomez is the DH. Chris Shaw is in first base. Ryan Lawless in right field. Catcher is Matt Wynn. Tyler Horns in left. TJ Bennett's at third. And Rando Moreno is the shortstop. For the home-standing Bowie Baysox, Cedric Mullins is leading off, and he will be in center. Sean Coyle will be at the DH, and he will hit second. Drew Dosh is at third base. He will hit third. Arnold Rodriguez is at first base. He bats cleanup. Garibez Rosa is at second base. He will hit fifth. DJ Stewart's the left fielder. He will hit sixth. Austin Wins is catching. He will hit seventh. Eric Salcedo is at shortstop. He will hit eighth. And Glenn Davis is in right field batting ninth. So, the umpires for today's game, Zach Teach is going to be covering the plate. Randy Rosenberg is at first base. And Derek Gonzalez is at third base. Again, in the minor leagues, there are only 3 umpires, and the third base umpire will rotate between second and third as the situation calls for it. In the pregame checks, the Squirrels came up with semi-dissonance, but they have a harmony until further notice, TFN, so they are going to be harmonious. And so when they checked the individual player results, we got a 6, which was no effect. So they will be harmonious, and there will be no issues with any of their players. And Chris Tillman is finishing up their his warm-up tosses. And we're just about ready to go here from Prince George's Stadium. This, like I said, is the game from April 17th. And you can see there's the little thing on the game notes there where Chris Tillman is, in fact, making his rehab start. So we're about ready to go. Good evening, Mr. Larry Harris. How are you? All right, Slade Heathcott step into the box against Chris Tillman. And we're underway from Prince George's Stadium. It's a 1-4-6. Asking does he have flash? No, Tillman does not have flash. So we're asking, is Heathcott a champion? He is not, so he will ground to second. And he's gone, 1 away. Squirrels on a 2-game losing streak, so they would like to turn things around if they possibly can. Carlos Garcia, second base, steps to the plate. So 1-2-4, that's a control check. He's actually got double control. So since he has double control, not only will he get Garcia to ground to short, he'll get Gomez to ground to short, and the inning will be over. That's the perk of that double control. Gets 2 quick outs that way, and just like that, the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the first, no score. Here comes the Bowie Baysox, and we've got their little logo there on their card. They are the Orioles AA farm team, which is why their colors are orange and black. Hello, Juan. How are you doing? All right, so Cedric Mullins is up. It's a 3-3-6. Ask, is the pitcher an ace? No, Gage is not an ace. He's a star, but not an ace. Is he sad sack, utility, or patient? Cedric Mullins is none of that. So he will single to center field for a leadoff single. Where did I get the board from? There's a company out there called Ink Gaming, I believe it's called. But if you go onto the Play.com Facebook page, there's a whole bunch of posts on it, and there's some JPEGs and links and whatnot to it. And it's a really nice little board. I like having this stuff laid out like this versus having the cards stacked. So I'm getting used to it. It's only about my 4th game on this board, 4th or 5th game, but I'm definitely getting used to it. All right, so that result was a single and would normally be going to the experience chart, but in this minor league set, everybody's going to be neutral. So, nobody has an advantage over the other person. So we're going to we're just going to skip that and go straight to the normal chart. All right, next up is Sean Coyle. He is the DH. Now we get a 2-2-3. Is the pitcher wild? No, Matt Gage has control. Is Coyle a slugger or utility? He is neither one. So therefore, he will single to left field. He's not active, so he won't steal. But runners are at first and second now. And the first two Baysox are on base for Drew Dosh. Dosh, the third baseman. Lefty on lefty. It's a 4.66. Is he wild? No. Is he a home run king or a slugger? Dosh is none of those. He's actually a scrapper. So he will get another single to left field. So that single with a lead die of 4 will produce a run, as it's a 2-base advancement. Mullins will score. And just that quickly, the Baysox have a 1-0 lead with runners on the corners and nobody out. And Matt Gage has all of a sudden become a semi-struggler in the first 3 batters. Brings up Ardelin Rodriguez. 1-4-5. He's a struggler. Desired Eye says he's a struggler, so it's a wild pitch. And that's going to allow Coyle to score from third on that wild pitch. It will move Dosh up to second. Juan, I'm not sure of the website. I'd have to actually go pull it from somewhere, but I can certainly put a note in after the video is posted. I can put something in the notes or in the comments with the exact web page. I can certainly do that. I just don't have it right in front of me handy. All right, so here is Rodriguez back to the plate after that wild pitch. It's a 1-3-3. They ask if he's a slugger. Rodriguez is a semi-slugger, but Desired Eye says no. So it's a fly to left for out number 1, and that's going to take away the struggler quality from Matt Gage. So the first out finally recorded for Carabez Rosa. He is the second baseman. And we get a 3-4-4. Asking, is the pitcher a prospect? Again, we're calling everything neutral. Is the batter patient? No, he's actually, Carabez Rosa is actually eager. So he's not patient. Therefore, he will pop to second. So that's 2 down for DJ Stewart. DJ Stewart. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? DJ Stewart is a semi-hero. Desired Eye says he's a hero. So that's a single to left field. And with a lead die of 2, it'd have to be an active runner to score. Dosh is not active, so he will stop at third. So runners are now at the corners with 2 outs as Austin Wins, the 7th batter of the inning, comes up. 3-4-5. Is it an iron catcher? Catcher Matt Wynn is semi-iron, but Desired Eye says no. Does the batter have a good eye? Wins does not have a good eye, so he will strike out, and the inning is over. But 2 runs come in for the Baysox, and after 1 complete, it's Bowie 2, Richmond nothing. That result was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for the at-bat of Chris Shaw. He is neutral, and so is Mr. Tillman. So it's a 1-2. Hot batter? No, he's not. It's a ground out to short. And that's 1 away. And Chris Tillman, being on a rehab start, he's only going to pitch a maximum of 3 innings, just to keep it realistic. So there'll be some long relief going on from Bowie. Here's Ryan Lawless. 1.66 for Lawless. And that's asking, is he a workman? And he certainly is. Chris Tillman is definitely rated as a workman on this rehab. So it's a single to left field for Ryan Lawless. Squirrels had their first hit. Brings up Matt Wynn. Matt Wynn, it's a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, it's a line out to second. That's 1 away. Brings up Tyler Horan. Horan, a 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Catcher for Bowie just happens to be gold. Austin Wins is a gold catcher. So he is a gold rated catcher, which means it's a strikeout. Tyler Horan down on strikes, 2 down. And now it's TJ Bennett TJ Bennett, 1-2-6. That's another freshness check. He is fresh, and the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Squirrels in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 2-0 Bowie. And they'll send up number 8 hitter Eric Salcedo, the shortstop. And we get a 4-4-5. Is Gage a workman? No. Is the batter patient? Salcedo is not patient, so he will ground to first. And that's one away for the number 9 hitter Glenn Davis. That's Glynn Davis. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. It's a ground out to the third baseman, 5-3 on the putout. Out number 2. Back to the top of the order for Cedric Mullins. And Mullins, his first time up, singled and scored. 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Does he have a good eye? No, he doesn't. It's a strikeout. And the inning is over. So Bowie doesn't get anything in the second. We go to the third. It's still 2-0 Bowie. That result was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart. And we have a neutral pitcher against a neutral batter, as it is Rando Moreno's first at bat of the game. 2-3. 2-3 says cold pitcher. No, he's not. So it's a fly out to center field. And there's one away, so Moreno gone. Back to the top of the order for Slade Heathcott. Slade Heathcott grounded to second his first time up. 1-3-6 asking if he's an ace, which he is not. And then it asks if he's whiffer or cold. Slade Heathcott is a whiffer, so he will strike out. Out number 2. And that's going to bring up Carlos Garcia, second baseman. And we get a 4-4-4. Is he a scrapper? Carlos Garcia is not a scrapper, so he will double to right field. So that is a 2-out double for Carlos Garcia, as the Squirrels have a chance to try to get something done here. DH Miguel Gomez stepping to the plate, trying to get a 2-out hit. It's a 1-1-3. Is he an ace? No. Is he a slugger? He is not a slugger. So we're going to get a single to center unless he's a home run king or a sad sack. He's neither one, so it will be a single. And with a lead die of 1 and 2 outs, that will produce the run. It's a 2-base advancement. Runner does score from second. So the Squirrels get on the board, cuts the lead to 2-1. And with 2 outs, that brings up Chris Shaw, first baseman. 1-2-4, control check. He's got double control, so that's definitely a good check, which means it is a ground out to short, and the inning is over. So top of the third is done, but the Squirrels do cut the lead in half. They pick up a run and cut the lead to 2-1, and that'll bring up Sean Coyle, and that's going to be it for Tillman. That was his rehab start. He's only going to pitch 3 innings because of the fact that he's on a rehab, so they'll have to go to some relief pitching going forward. And they will turn to Lucas Long. So Lucas Long will be in long relief starting in the 4th. So he will take over for Tillman as Tillman goes 3 innings. All right, so Sean Coyle to lead things off, the DH. He singled and scored his first time up. It is a 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Does he have a good eye? No, he doesn't. It is a strikeout. So Coyle down on strikes. 1 away for Drew Dosh. Drew Dosh, a 1-1-5. That's asking, is he fresh? Yes, he is. It's a pop up to the infielder of our choice, so we'll say he pops up to second for 2 down. Brings up Ardelin Rodriguez, first baseman. He singled his first time up. Drove in a run. 3-4-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? Ardelin Rodriguez is not eager, so he will walk. That is a 2-out walk. And he's stoic, so he won't steal, but it is in purple, so we'll go to the chemistry chart. And we've got a harmonious against a neutral. Squirrels are harmonious. Bowie is neutral for the at-bat for Rosa. 5-6. Pitching team dissonance. No, they're not dissonant, so it's a strikeout. And the 3rd inning is complete. So we go to the 4th inning. Score is still 2-1. That result was in blue, but since we have the pitching change, that's going to override the right now chart, and we're going to go straight to Lucas Long. He will be an ace this first at bat because I'm still using the old rules, so pitcher starting an inning, relief pitcher starting an inning will get the freshness, the ace quality. And Ryan Lawless is your batter. 446. 446, is he a star? Yes, he is. Lucas Long does have the star quality. So since he does, it's a ground out to second. Lawless is out, one away. Brings up Matt Wynn. Matt Wynn, line to second his first time up. 136, is he an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? Matt Wynn is a whiffer, so he will strike out. Out number 2. That brings up Tyler Horn. Thanks, Lobster. I do love this board. Every time I play on it, I like it even more because it's just so hands-free and easy to use. Everything is visible. I don't even have to write down the fielding ratings on the cards or anything because they're all right in front of me. 146, flash. Yes, Lucas Long does have the flash quality. If I can get it focused right, he does have the flash quality. So that will be a strikeout for Tyler Horn. And that's going to end the 4th inning, or top of the 4th anyway. So it's still 2-1 Bowie. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and Garabez Rosa made the last out, so it's going to be DJ Stewart at the plate. He singled his first time up. 4-5-6. Is he patient? DJ Stewart is semi-patient, but Desire Die says no. So it's a fly out to center. One away, and we go to the chemistry chart where Bowie is neutral and Squirrels are harmonious. And the at-bat belongs to Austin Wins. Struck out his first time up. See what the chemistry chart has in store for him. 4-6. Pitching team distance, nope. So it's going to be a line out to third. And there's 2 away. That'll take us to the shortstop, Eric Salcedo. And Salcedo grounded to first his first time up. 266, that is going to ask if he is the runner on first. There is no runner on first. He's not the leadoff batter, so he will fly to right. And the Squirrels take care of Bowie here in the 4th, no problem. We go to the 5th. It's still Bowie 2 and Richmond 1. Second inning of work for Lucas Long, so he will be semi-fresh. And it's TJ Bennett leading things off. 1-2-3. He is fresh because of this dot, and he does have the flash quality, so it is a strikeout. So Bennett is gone on strikes. Brings up Rando Moreno, the shortstop. Moreno, 1-2-5. He's not a struggler. Is Moreno patient? No, he's eager. So he will ground to third unless he's a whiffer, which he is not. So it's just simply a 5-3 ground out. 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Slade Heathcott, leadoff batter. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No. He will fly to center. And the inning is over, and the Squirrels get nothing. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. That result was in purple, so we're going right back to the chemistry chart. And that belongs to Glenn Davis, the number 9 hitter. Glenn Davis is neutral. I'm sorry, the Bowie is neutral, and Richmond is harmonious. I'll get it straight in a minute. 1-3, pitching team harmony. Yes, it is a liner out. So let's see who fielded the line out. Line out was fielded by position number 6, which is the shortstop. So it's a line out to Moreno. And Davis is gone, 1 away. Back to the top of the order for Cedric Mullins. Mullins, oh, ran into my pawn there. Mullins, 3-4-5. And that's asking if we have an iron catcher, which this time we do. Matt Wynn is semi-iron. Desire Die says he's iron. So it's going to be a walk. And I just knocked over my thing here. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't mean to scare everybody. I bumped, and when you bump too much, that kind of stuff can happen. I got the camera perched, so when I bump something, it can very easily go awry. So let's see if I can't get this thing stabilized. Get back to where we need to be. All right. Got so excited about the walk there, didn't I? All right, so Matt Wynn was iron, so that means Mullins will walk. Sorry, I do apologize about that. All right, here is Sean Coyle. 5-5-5. Is he an ace or a star? Gage, fortunately for him, he's a star. So it's going to be a deep fly to right. Otherwise, it would have probably been a home run. That's out number 2. And that brings up Drew Dosh, third baseman, 1 for 2. It's a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? No, he's no longer fresh. Is he a sad sack? Drew Dosh is not a sad sack, so he's going to single. That's going to be a 1-base advancement, so Mullins will stop at second. That result, though, was in blue, so we go to the right now chart. Gage is now semi-cold for giving up that hit, and Rodriguez is neutral. So they're both neutral. 1-2. Hot batter. No, he's not a hot batter, so he's going to ground to short. And the inning is over. So after 5 complete here from Prince George's Stadium in Bowie, it is Bowie 2 and Richmond 1. And now we'll get a new pitcher for Lucas Long. He's gone 2 innings, so it's time for him to turn it over to someone else in their bullpen. So we'll go to another bullpen pitcher, and it'll be Garrett. No, let's see who we're going to go to here. It's going to be Jeffrey Hernandez. Very interesting way of spelling Jeffrey, but that's the way he spells it. So it's Jeffrey Hernandez, a right-hander. He will be an ace this first at bat. And he's going to be facing here in the top of the 6th, Carlos Garcia, second baseman. He doubled his last time up and scored the only run for the Squirrels. 2-2-4, that's pitching at home, and they certainly are. They're in the friendly confines of Prince George's Stadium. So that is a pop out to short, one of the perks of being the home team in this game. So there's one away, and that brings up Miguel Gomez, the DH. He's 1 for 2. He singled last time. 4-6-6. Is Hernandez wild? No. Is he a home run king or slugger? No, he's not. He's going to single to left field. So give him 2 for 2. He's stoic, so he won't steal. But he's on base for Chris Shaw. Chris Shaw. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Gold catcher, yes. Austin Wins, like we've seen before, he is a gold catcher. If I can get it focused on there right. He is a gold catcher. And even the cat chimed in on that one. He is a gold catcher, so it is a strikeout of Chris Shaw. So out number 2. Brings up Ryan Lawless. Lawless is 1 for 2 with a single. That's a 1-4-5. It's asking, is he a struggler? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to first. And the Squirrels are done here in the 6th. Nothing doing. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 2-1 Bowie. And leading off will be Garabez Rosa. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 3-6-6. He's not a pinch hitter. He will fly to center. 1 away. Brings up DJ Stewart. DJ Stewart, 1 for 2 with a single. It's a 2-3-6. That's a double control. That's going to be a walk. If you don't have the double control, it's an automatic walk. Brings up Austin Wins. And Austin Wins is 0 for 2 with a K. 1-3-6. He's not an ace. Is he whiffer or cold? Austin Wins is a semi-whiffer, but the sire die says no. So we got infield drama. And I believe that's the first time we've gone to the drama checks today for the infield. So let's see what the Squirrels can do fielding the ball. 2-3. Second baseman iron. Second baseman Garcia just happens to be iron. Garcia does have the iron on his rating. So since he's iron, that's going to be an error. So E4, 1 base error, moves the runner up to second. Stewart will get second base. And that's in purple, so we're going to the chemistry chart for the next at bat, which is Eric Salcedo. But that might help the Squirrels because they are harmonious, whereas Bowie is neutral. 1-3, pitching team harmony. Yes, it's a hot liner, and that's out number 2. We'll check where the liner went because it could be a double play. It's a 6. It's a liner to short. There is a runner on second, and by rule, if you roll the decider die with a runner on second and a line out to second or short, you could get a double play. Nope, not this time. Just simply a line to short for out number 2. So Savvy Stewart got back and didn't get doubled off. So 2 on, 2 out for Glenn Davis, who's 0 for 2. And that's a 1-1-3. He's not an ace. Is Glenn Davis a struggler? No, he's not. I'm sorry, a slugger. No, he's not. It's a single to center field unless he's a sad sack or a home run king, which he is not. It's a single to center, And with 2 outs and a lead die of 1, that is a runner scoring from second. So Stewart, by not getting doubled off, stayed on base long enough, and now he scores on the single by Davis to make it a 3-1 ball game. And Matt Gage may be just about out of this game. They'll let him go one more batter to Mullins, top of the order. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? No. Is the batter champ or a whiffer? He is a semi-whiffer. Desire says he's a whiffer. So he's going to nub an infield single, and that's going to load the bases. And I think that's going to finally do it for Mr. Gage. He just couldn't get out of the 6th inning. So he's allowed 3 runs, but all 3 runners on base are his responsibility. The error makes them all going to make any future runs unearned, but of little consequence. So the Squirrels will go to their pen, and let's see who they're going to go to. Whoever they go to will be an ace. So Coyle is a right-handed batter, so they're going to go to a righty of their own, and they're going to choose Carlos Alvarado. So Carlos Alvarado will be the pitcher. He's a star, but he will be an ace on this first at bat as he tries to get out of a bases loaded 2-out situation facing Sean Coyle. It's a 1-4-5. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. It's a ground out to third, and that's going to end the inning. So Gage that only allows the 1 run. It's a 3-1 ball game after 6 as Alvarado got out of that mess. And now Hernandez is in for his second inning of work. He becomes semi-fresh, and he'll be facing Matt Wynn, the catcher. It's a 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. Is Matt Wynn a sad sack? Yes, he is. Matt Wynn happens to be a sad sack, so he will line out to first for 1 away. That could have been a home run otherwise. If he had not been a sad sack, it would have been a home run. Here's Tyler Horn. Horn, 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? Tyler Horn is a whiffer, so he will strike out. That's out number 2. And that brings up T.J. Bennett. Bennett, 3-4-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? No, he's not, so he will walk. That is a 2-out walk to Bennett. He's stoic, so he won't steal, but we do go to the chemistry chart for Rando Moreno. And again, Squirrels are harmonious. Bowie is neutral. 1-4. Batting team distance. Nope, it's going to be a single. So Moreno will keep the inning going with a single. Puts 2 on, 2 out for the top of the order, and Slade Heathcott. So a chance for the Squirrels to get back in this thing if Heathcott can do something. It's a 2-2-6 with a dot, which means Heathcott gets plunked, and that's going to load the bases. So the bases are now loaded, and Hernandez has become a semi-struggler. So the Bowie manager, Gary Kendall, is going to go to the bullpen and make the change because they need to get out of this jam. So they're going to go to Garrett Clevenger. So Garrett Clevenger is your pitcher. He is a struggler, but he will be an ace on this at bat against Garcia, and that's what they're counting on, is the ace quality. So bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 3-1 lead for Bowie, but that could change. It's a 1-1-3, and that is an ace check, and he is an ace, so it's a ground out to first. So savvy move there by Gary Kendall, bringing in the reliever to get that ace quality and gets him out of the bases loaded jam with no damage done. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is still 3-1 Bowie, and Drew Dosh will lead things off against Alvarado, who's now semi-fresh. 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Is he a good eye? No. He's going to strike out. So Dosh strikes out. 1 away. We go. That was in blue. We're going to the right now chart. Alvarado is hot, and Rodriguez is neutral. So we got a hot pitcher against a neutral batter. That's a 3-5. 3-5 says hot batter. No, he's neutral, so he will not get a hit. He will fly to left for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Garibez Rosa. Rosa, a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Nope. Desire died, let him down. So he's not fresh. Is he a sad sack? No, it's a single past second base for Rosa. 2-out single. And that's in blue, so we're going back to the right now chart, and Alvarado is all of a sudden cold. You go from hot to cold. And Stewart, the batter, is neutral, courtesy of a walk last at bat. 3-5 on the right now chart. Hot batter, no, he's not hot. So he won't get a single, he will fly to left, and the inning is over. So the 7th inning goes by, nothing going across. We go to the 8th, it's still Bowie 3 and Richmond 1. And now Clevenger will begin his next inning of work, makes him semi-fresh, facing Miguel Gomez. 3-6-6, he's not a pinch hitter, so he will fly to center. 1 away, Squirrels running out of outs. Here's Chris Shaw. Shaw, 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? Chris Shaw just happens to be a slugger. So Chris Shaw has gone yard with a deep drive to center, and that cuts the lead to 3-2. Chris Shaw home run cuts the lead to 3-2. Squirrels have hope, although they're still down by 1. Here's Lawless. Ryan Lawless, 2-6-6. Nobody's on first. He's not the leadoff batter, so he will fly to right for out number 2. Brings up Matt Wynn, the catcher. And Wynn is going to be pinch hit for. He's 0 for 3, and he's committed an error, so he hasn't had a good game. So they're going to go to the bench and pull out pinch hitter Brandon Bednar. So Brandon Bednar is going to pinch hit, and then Eliezer Zambrano will come in to catch in the bottom of the 8th. But right now, Bednar pinch hitting in a big spot. He represents the tying run, even though nobody's on base. And there are 2 outs. 3-3-6. Well, if that had been 3-6-6, that would have been the pinch hitter at bat. The 3-3-6 asks, is the pitcher an ace? No. Is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient? He is none of that. So he will single. So Bednar does get the pinch hit single. Keeps the inning going for Tyler Horan. That results in red, but we're not doing that in this minor league set. So we're down to Tyler Horan. 2-5-6. Is the pitcher a struggler? Yes, he is. Garrett Clevenger. One of his qualities is a struggler. So he is a struggler, and that means to walk. And Gary Kendall has seen enough of Mr. Clevenger. So Clevenger will be relieved, and they're going to bring in their closer for a 4-out save. And their closer is Ryan Messenger. He will be the closer, or he is their designated closer. He's coming in. He'll be an ace this at bat. He's already a star with flash, but he's facing T.J. Bennett with 2 on and 2 outs, trying to protect a 1-run lead here in the top of the 8th. It's a 3-4-5. Iron catcher. No, catcher's gold. Does he have a good eye? No, he doesn't. So it's a strikeout. And Mr. Messenger did his job. Holds the Squirrels to the 1 run on the Shaw home run. But we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's a 3-2 ball game. And the Squirrels will turn to their relief pitcher, Tyler Sear. He will come in and try to keep things right where they are. So he will come in, and he will be an ace this first at bat. In fact, he's already an ace. He'll be a double ace facing Austin Wins, the catcher. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he is. It's a line out to third, and the fact that he's a double ace means there are 2 line outs to third. So you get 2 outs in 1 roll the dice with those double qualities. So Salcedo will also line to third. Makes it 2 quick outs for Glenn Davis, the right fielder. 2 out space is empty. It's a 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Is Davis have a good eye? No, he doesn't. So he will strike out, and the inning is over. So we go to the 9th. Last chance for the Squirrels. That result was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart. And we have a hot pitcher in Messenger, and Moreno is also hot because he singled his last time. So we got a hot pitcher against a hot batter, and we had a 1-4. 1-4 says cold batter, no, so it's a fly out to center. Otherwise, he would have struck out. So there's 1 away, and we're back to the top of the order for Slade Heathcott. And he could use something. He's 0 for 3. He got hit by a pitch last time. Oops. let's re-roll that because that fell into the oblivion back there. So we'll re-roll that. It's a 1-3-4. 1-3-4 asks, is it a gold catcher? Yes, he is. Catcher wins is gold. It's the strikeout. So that's out number 2. Now it's up to Carlos Garcia or Bowie will win the opening game of this series. Garcia, 1-1-6. That's a freshness check. Desire Die says he's fresh, so it is a strikeout. And the ball game is over. Bowie sneaks by with a 3-2 victory in the opening game of the series against the Squirrels here from Prince George's Stadium. And Squirrels now have dropped 3 in a row, so they are looking to turn things around in their next couple of games if possible. Thanks to the folks that joined. Juan, since you asked, I will, after this post, I will go back and put a link to the website to purchase this board from Ink Gaming. Like I said, I don't have it in front of me handy to give out, but I will certainly put it in the notes and make sure that you or anybody else that's interested in ordering this, you can do so. I ordered this one and the one for Hockey Blast because if you spend more than a certain amount of money, it's free shipping. So I figured I'm going to need them both anyway, or would like them both anyway. So rather than order just one and have to order one later, I ordered them both now. And these things are really nice. The material kind of feels like a big old mouse pad. Best way I can. And you get the pictures, the JPEG picture from the Facebook site, the Play.com Facebook site. Submit that to the mat company, and I believe it's like a 14x24 is the board you use. But you can go on the Facebook page, and they will. There's a link there and tells you which size to order and everything like that if you're so interested. But anyway, like I said, I'm doing the May Madness, or the Play Madness, I should say, with the 32-team single elimination tournament, and I put the fictional set to the back burner while I'm waiting for the 2018 fictional Baseball America set to come out. But I'm still going with the Flying Squirrels, and yeah, it's kind of neat when you create your own cards. You can kind of doctor them up as you like. I put the little Bowie Baysox logo there, and for Richmond, I put their little logo there, and I made home and away cards in the gray and in the home whites. So that kind of just adds a little bit to it, I think. When I printed out the stadium cards, somehow when I did the stadium creator, they came out really, really small, so they're kind of hard to see. But they do have the qualities on there. I try to get a picture of the stadium as best I could, but sometimes they don't always fit. But the umpires, I was able to go online and find pictures of the umpires, so I did put them in there. So the umpires have little pictures rather than just the little silhouettes. So that was kind of neat. At least I thought it was kind of neat. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in and following along. Like I said, I wish the Squirrels were pretty much a low-scoring team all season, so every game they play is going to probably be one of these 3-2, 4-3 kind of games. They're not the kind of team that's going to roll out 7 or 8 runs, at least not the roster they had to start the season. They did pick up mid-season with some better acquisitions, but I'm pretty much only playing the April season, the month of April, so probably won't get to those guys. But anyway, at least you get to see some other teams like Bowie and Altoona and Reading and Hartford. So that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday night, having a great weekend here on this January the 13th. And that's going to pretty much do it from here. I'm going to go ahead and probably tear this down and set up the game to play offline of the Play Madness, because I've got a lot of games to get to and get through, and start putting in some of those results and filling in those brackets. So that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody has a wonderful time playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. Don't forget to tune in to Steve Towers for his New England Minutemen replay. I think, and that's actually the replay of Fernando Mania. So don't forget to tune in for that. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do so. And subscribe to anybody who's doing Play.com games, or any games really. For anybody that's doing a video on YouTube, I would encourage you to subscribe to those videos and support what they're doing, no matter whether it's History Maker, Stratomatic, or whatever. Until next time, I will see you all down the road.